Hi everybody, I hope you're doing really well. Tonight is the night of the super full blue moon in Pisces. So the energies are intense and heavy for some, right? I'm a Pisces myself, so it actually feels amazing. I feel very motivated. I'm not sure how that's affecting everybody else, but it just feels really good. And I just got out of a meditation and I wanted to do a reading for the collective. I'm supposed to be doing a reading for Sagittarius, but and what's ironic is the last reading I did for Sagittarius, there was this overwhelming like psychic energy coming through for Sagittarius, like increased gifts and things like that, which I kind of felt like I'm not sure why it was coming through in Sagittarius's reading, but I mean, I do feel like the message was for Sagittarius, but I feel like parts of it were for the collective as well, which is interesting. I don't know if that has to do maybe with Jupiter, which Jupiter is going to be going retrograde here in a few days, I believe, which is about usually Jupiter expands things, right? And usually that is, like our outer world. But when it goes retrograde, it turns inward. So like inward, we're expanding inward, right? So a lot of us could be having expanding gifts during this time, psychic gifts. I just heard heart chakra opening. Yeah, I heard love, love, love. It's like a song, like they're kind of singing it. So there is, and it's funny because it's happening right after Venus goes direct, right? Which is going to feel really good. So maybe there's something with that. I'm not an astrologer. I just look at my own chart and things like that. But yeah, that's just what I'm getting. I've only pulled a couple cards here. Because I wasn't sure if I wanted to do a collective reading, I'll be honest. It's not something that I usually do. I usually do sign readings, right? So we'll see how this goes, and maybe I'll start doing more of these. But I'm just gonna show you these two cards that already came out, and then we're gonna get into more decks. Sorry, my kitty cat's like staring at me down here. She popped up as soon as I turned the camera on. She doesn't like get in on the camera, but she tends to like to be near me when I'm on cam for some reason. Oh, now I'm getting rubs. Thank you, Hazel. So we've got Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Ancient ancestors stand beside you. And the Age of Light. You've been training for this for lifetimes. Oh my god, I love this symbolism. It's like your ancestors are definitely helping you at this time, which they always stand with you, right? But this is even your past lifetimes. Yeah, I'm really getting that. Like, you've been training for this for lifetimes, and then ancient ancestors stand beside you. I feel like there's even healing that's happening within different lifetimes for the collective. So you're healing things within your lineage. If I could get that out. My goodness. I think Mercury's going retrograde as well, right? Maybe that's what that is. Yeah, there's definitely, it's funny, and the animals are really standing out to me. I might post a picture on my page. I saw a cricket outside tonight, on the door to my garage, and I took a picture because crickets are about good luck, right? And I was like, yeah. And I wanted to remember that I saw it, and remember when I saw it. I like to try to remember those things if I see, because I tend to see like toads and crickets and things like that. But there could be something about your animals as well during this time frame. I'm really noticing the elephant. And elephants remember everything, right? And this eagle, and the eagle is about seeing the higher perspective, and the wolf about pack. This is really interesting. The puma, I'm not really sure what the puma, the spiritual meaning behind the puma, the cat. The higher perspective, pack, memories forever. That's interesting. Okay. And you've been training for this for lifetimes. There's a lot of change that's going on, right? And we all decided to come here right now to help this change, to help initiate the changes that are happening, right? And sometimes things can feel really intense, but it's important to know that you are not just who you are in this lifetime. You've not only been through the things that you've been through in this lifetime. You don't only have the knowledge of what you've learned in this lifetime, but you have the knowledge of your ancestors. You have the knowledge of all your past lives. You are so much more than you realize. You are so much more than you realize. They want you to know that. Let's get into the energy. I just got chills on my arms from that. Yeah. The 6th chakra, Archangel Metatron, just came out. Yeah, that's the 3rd eye. Yeah, your intuition could definitely be heightening at this time. I really, with this, like, look at these cards. Like, they're so bright that it's hard to see them, right? There's this light that comes up through the chest, which I was talking about, the heart. And then this is the third eye, right? And it starts at her 3rd eye as well, that light. Seeing things with through a new lens, with a fresh perspective. The bigger picture. Something in spirit is being stabilized on Earth. So a lot of you are manifesting, right? But something in spirit is being manifested here on Earth. It's being fully realized. Let's get some more. Yeah, we've got anxiety. So, I mean, I've heard a lot of people say, or I've read online, a lot of people saying this full moon in Pisces feels very intense. It's heavy for them. Which Pisces is the 12th sign of the zodiac, right? And it is the sign of oh gosh, we have patience here as well. Yeah, you could be feeling anxious because you are having to wait on something, like something is, I just heard delayed, but it's not delayed. It feels delayed to you. Because you don't see it yet. Blossoming abundance. A lot of you could have a lot of prosperity coming into your life. Coming in here soon. Yeah, it's ready to bloom. There are things that are ready to bloom, but you're getting anxious. You're getting worried about those things. You are not alone. And you are much more than you realize. So there's no need to worry. There's no need to have this fear. Let's see. I want to get some more for us, and then we'll get into the tarot. All right, let's get a couple more cards, spirits. Angels, ancestors, guides, ascended masters, beings of love and light, guardians and protectors in the spiritual realms, for whom we are very grateful. Anything else from this deck? A lot of travel energy. Some of you could be traveling or moving, or this could be a spiritual journey for some of you, right? Or an inward journey, whatever that means for you. We have impasse underneath the deck. Reflect and redirect your energy. I feel like this anxiety gets you nowhere, right? You can worry about something all day, but worrying about it does not change anything. If anything, it just slows down your manifestation. It blocks you. And it blocks your vision, right? Your sixth chakra, if you are in fear and anxiety, it's going to block. Yeah, it's going to block you. We have miracles underneath that. Expect the wondrous to emerge. I feel like in first light, beginning a new cycle, there's this, you're in this in-between area, and you may feel stuck right now. But you're not stuck. You are in this spot for a reason. This is a rest period, a reflective period. Yeah, I'm getting that like you could be reevaluating things. So we have fellow travelers. Support is all around you. I do feel like that's similar to that Keepers of the Earth. You are not alone. Some of you, this is real people, right? In your physical reality, which you've had. They're people that you've... Okay, bye, Hazel. They're people that you've had past lifetimes with, that you've done this with before, right? And they're ready to support you, and you're here to support them, which is really important. We have great adventure, take a risk, venture forward. I feel like there's this new chapter coming in, and you need to have faith. You need to trust your own inner guidance. Trust that everything is going to turn out okay, that you're headed in the right direction. And we have vast vistas, expand your horizons. I feel like you need to dream bigger. Gosh, especially under a blue moon, right? Like you hear once in a blue moon, like, or miracles, you know, they happen once in a blue moon. This is like dream bigger, think outside the box is what I'm getting. I keep getting, there's a card from, which this was the deck I used first. Yeah, we have Pillar of Light. Your vibration is rising. You are the oracle. This is powerful. I was getting a card from this deck, and it says, what would you do if you knew you were supported? Or something like that. And that's kind of what I'm getting. Like, not that we shouldn't think about the consequences of things. I'm not advising anybody to take a stupid, like, not a stupid risk, but you know what I mean. Like, you have to have a job. Like, don't go out and quit your job if you want to start something new. But, you know, if there's something that you want to do and you have some time, you can make some time to do it, but there's just that fear of getting started, or like, what are other people going to think? What if it doesn't work out the way I want it to? What if this? What if that? Forget about the what ifs is what I'm getting. Like, take a chance. We have get grounded, empaths, highly sensitive, connect with nature. And we have Star Mother. How can you mother yourself? I feel like a lot of you could be having some really intense emotions at this time that could be popping up. That can cause fear and anxiety, right? And this is just saying, like, you know, go touch grass, take your feet off, take your shoes off, go walk through the grass if you can. And if you can't get out in grass or out in nature like that, you know, sit on the floor of wherever you live if you can do that, or even if you can just, you know, sit on a chair and have your feet planted on the floor and envision roots coming up from deep down in the earth, like from your feet down into the earth, and then a light that connects you to spirit, to your higher self, coming down through the top of your head, just fully connecting you all the way through your center, your heart chakra. And this Star Mother, how can you mother yourself? This just reminds me of, like, you know, how can you nurture yourself? It's like Queen of Pentacles energy and Queen of Cups mixed together, which is something that I've been seeing in readings lately. It's very loving, very nurturing. How can you, like, what are the words that you say to yourself? Do you root for yourself? Are you your own cheerleader? Or do you talk down to yourself? What kind of thoughts do you have, right? Because when we're highly sensitive, if you're an empath, you can pick up on the energy of others, and it can make you really anxious, right? You can get to a point where you're almost, and I say this from experience, you can get to a point where you're almost like tippy-toeing around people, because you can feel like static in the air, like you can just feel other people's energy, and it's not that great, right? Like here on YouTube, you know, we're in this community where, you know, not always, but for the most part, there's a lot of really great people in here, right? In the comments and watching these videos, and they're not going to judge you, but you might feel and you know, you might feel like other people don't, I just heard chill, they're not chill, so I'm not sure, like, other people aren't chill. I mean, there are people who are not, they don't see themselves as spiritual. They're not into tarot and astrology and all of that, or they don't meditate, but they have their own way of doing things, right? And they are super chill. But there's something about don't judge yourself. Try not to judge other people, because we don't know where they've been or what they've been through, and likewise, like, nobody knows your story exactly, how you've lived it, right? All right, let's get into the tarot. This is interesting what's coming through so far. Let's see, get into the tarot. We're already like 20 minutes in, shoot. Yeah, we have the Fool, the Queen of Wands, the Queen of Pentacles. This Fool energy is that great adventure. It's that take a risk, venture forward into this, whatever this new is. And I know we're going into Mercury retrograde, and they say don't start anything new during Mercury retrograde, but yeah, we've got the Four of Pentacles. Something just, 10 of Wands just fell on the floor. Hi, Hazel. I don't know if you can see her off to the side here. I might have to move you, babe, so I can... I know that the 10 of Wands is down there. We'll just imagine it's on the table. Yeah, and here's that anxiety. The 9 of Swords, the 8 of Swords, the 7 of Cups. This is the Seven of Cups is confusion, right? Sometimes it's fantasy, sometimes it's that illusion or the temptation of things, right? But the Eight of Swords and the Nine of Swords, this is telling me you're in your head, you're worrying, you are feeling like you're feeling overwhelmed, right? You may have a lot of choices that you need to make, but this is also that like what if, but it's not, I'm not seeing it in a positive light. It's what if this, what if that, with anxiety and worry and fear. We've got the Fool here. We've got a new opportunity that's here. This is also like a clean slate. This is just like throwing that Ten of Wands off. The opportunity to release the baggage, to release your old story, to live a new life. We got the Queen of Wands here. This is, you know, Aries, Leo, Sag, if you want to be specific. But this is a confident feminine energy, right? This is about, she takes risks. She's out there doing what she wants to do. It's also a very magical energy, right? Usually there's like a black cat on this card next to the Queen of Wands. It's very powerful energy. A lot of Aries here with these. We've got the Queen of Pentacles. I feel like some of you, this has to do with your money, your finances, maybe family, your home, your job. Some of you, your children, maybe a factor in it. And the Four of Pentacles, this is not dreaming big enough. This is playing it small. And the Ten of Wands, because you feel like there's too much weighing on you, or, you know, your history, whatever that means. Like, because I'm getting baggage, too much baggage holding you back. What's this Fool energy for the collective, please, spirits? I'm getting... So I just got, when I asked about the Fool, like the moment that you are birthed into the world, right? You have no story. Like you have no history. You have no story yet in your mind. There's no fear there, right? Like when you are first birthed into the world, everything is new. You're seeing it with fresh eyes. There's something about babies, and I can't remember exactly. I know I've read this, but it's like their mind is it's working so crazy fast when we're babies, because it's absorbing so much, right? Language, people, faces, you know, tastes, just all the senses, smells, you're experiencing all these senses for what feels like the first time, you know, but it's like be a child again. Feel that freeness again. We've got the Five of Swords, the Four of Wands, and the Nine of Cups. There's that mental conflict, right? There could be something that you need to cut out of your life, is what I'm getting, to experience this Four of Wands, Nine of Cups. This is, like I said, the Fool, like a clean slate. But like this card says, mind games and control. I feel like this is your own mind controlling you. Like this is your mind controlling you like a puppet, controlling your emotions. The Four of Wands, the Nine of Cups, this is a wish fulfillment. This is happiness, like independent happiness. This is about your happiness. And the Four of Wands, that does talk about, you know, foundations. It also talks about freedom, right? The Four of Wands is like a finish line. It's a portal card. It's like moving into a new chapter, moving into a chapter where you are truly happy. You're focused on your happiness. And there may be things that you need to release and let go of. Stories that you need to let go of that no longer serve you. Stories that aren't even yours, right? Our ancestors, when you're born, there is something about your DNA, right? What are you showing me? I lost it. Something about your ancestors and your physical DNA, like your body. It might come back to me. Let's go on to the Queen of Wands. Yeah, we're Queen of Wands, please, for the collective. Got the King of Wands just fell on the floor. The Ace of Pentacles. Got a divine pair here. King and Queen of Wands. So this could have to do with you and another person. We do have fellow travelers, right? We've got the Ace of Pentacles and the Ten of Cups. So we're going from the Nine of Cups to the Ten of Cups with the Ace of Pentacles. So there could be, there's an opportunity here to take a risk with another person and to experience, basically, you know, the Ten of Cups is your happily ever after, whatever that is for you, right? There's a different happily ever after for every single person that there is here on this planet, right? We all have different ideas for everything. And that's the beauty of being human, is that none of us are the same. But there is someone who wants to share. This is not a relationship where it's like you're coming into my life, so I'm now happy. This is, I am happy and stable within myself. I heard sovereign in my own life, but this is like, I'm happy without anybody, right? Like, no matter what's going on, I'm happy. And then this opportunity coming in, and this is the Ace of Pentacles. This is beautiful. This is something real and stable. And it feels like an offer that the Queen of Wands is receiving from the King of Wands. And it's like, we can be happy together, right? We can share our happiness. Why the Queen of Pentacles here? Yeah, we got the Knight of Cups. Could be dealing with the Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn as well. I don't really feel like the signs are that important. We've got the Knight of Cups, the Eight of Wands, the Five of Cups, and the Page of Swords. So it's like in taking... There's a love offer here with the Knight of Cups, right? The Eight of Wands. This is being expressed. I feel like it's a two-way street, right? But somebody's thoughts are, I'm going to lose something by doing this, which could have to do with money. With the Queen of Pentacles here, like you're thinking about your resources. You're thinking small. Hello. Sorry, she's like staring up at me. Somebody here is thinking small with that Page of Swords and the Five of Cups. Could even be expressing like, you know, I do have emotions here. I do have love, but there's these old wounds with the Five of Cups. And I think that I think this might turn out the way that that turned out before, and that did not feel good. There's an old story that is keeping you small. This doesn't have to be romantic. This could be a business partnership. This could be your own masculine and feminine within you. Like, your masculine energy may want to take action on something, and the feminine within you is afraid. Let's get more on the Four of Pentacles, please, spirits. Because whether you're a man or a woman, we all have masculine and feminine energy within us. Ace of Cups. Wow. Hazel's really interested in this reading. For the collective, please. This Four of Pentacles. This love is being hidden away inside. It's being suppressed. Yeah, the Two of Cups and the Two of Swords. This is like, the Ace of Cups is, you know, self-love. It's also, it can be a love offer. And then there's the Two of Cups here. This is soulmate energy. Like I said, soulmates can be, you know, we have multiple soulmates in this lifetime. And, you know, we do. We have multiple soulmates. They are friends, lovers, you know, sometimes business partners, which are can be friends if they're, you know, your soulmate. It's like someone that you really resonate with, someone that you really connect with. But the Two of Swords is here. There's this indecision. It's like, do I want to accept this love, or do I feel safe to express my love? I don't know. I want to pull some advice. I mean, if you can get out of your head, and this could be the other person as well, right? It's really interesting. We've got patience here. You be patient with yourself. If this is the person that you're dealing with, be patient with them. But I'm getting anxiety on your half, but that doesn't have to be. We can always flip it. Advice, please, spirits. Anything else? We got calmness here. And we have feelings. So, calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, "Quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over." Yes. There's a lot of mental energy here. And we have feelings. Emotions want to be felt. You really can't surrender something until you deeply feel it. Allow me, dear divine, to offer all emotions to you, feeling them fully so they no longer hold me captive. Exactly what I was saying. All right, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, please hit the like button. I really appreciate it, and it helps out the channel. It helps this reading get out to the people who need to hear it. And if you want to see more readings from me, I do readings for all the zodiac signs every week. So you could subscribe if you want to come on back. I would love to have you. But yeah, for now, that's it. Toodaloo.